Welcome back to the grill. Tonight we're going to do some pork loin and Brussels sprouts. Here we have two good pieces of pork tenderloin picked up from Costco. Costco's a great place to pick up meat because you can get them at a really good price. And then I've got the Community Q butt rub that we're going to use here. This is all we're going to use, the Community Q butt rub. It's got most of the seasonings that we really need anyway. It's got salt, paprika, ancho pepper, garlic, mustard, onion, pepper, cayenne, celery seed, marjoram, thyme, oil, dill weed, cumin, and oregano. See, sometimes I can't read either. And then we're just going to do generous coatings of butt rub on both sides of the tenderloins if the butt rub would start coming out. It's coming out there. Oh yeah, I haven't opened this one yet, so if I can break the seal, then we'll get that on there. Alright, I got the seal off the rub and put it all on top of the meat, and we did it on both sides. And then we want to do what it's called. Why it's called a rub is because you want to rub it into the meat. It's just a massage, really, to massage it into the meat, let some of the juices get to soak up into it, help absorb into the meat, and then also to help adhere to the meat as it gets stuck on there and won't fall off when you put it on the grill. Alright, good. Now it's time to smoke these bad boys up. Alright, so we're now back out the grill, and I'm using the big long boy because we want to do some indirect heat, and with these big things, they're a little bit too big for the smaller size charcoal grill that I have on the double play for char griller. So all we have to do is just pick them up and set them on and let the smoke do the work. Now I'm going to get some wood chips. It's hickory wood chips that we'll throw onto the flames, and then I'll put the cover on, and this is going to take probably about 3 to 4 hours. It's only been an hour, but we want to see what we've been working with, and we're looking good here right now. Got a good crust building on it. Looking up. Got some good juices going there. I'm going to flip them over. Take a look at them grill marks. Got a good taste to it. Got a good feel to it. Might go a little bit quicker than what I thought, but I had the temperature up a little higher than what I expected. It was up close to around 300 degrees earlier. It's running around about 250 right now. But we got some good look, good colorization, and we'll keep on trucking. Throw some more hickory chunks. That's what I'm using. Throw some more hickory on there and give it some more smoke. All right, now we got our fresh broccoli. It's got all rinsed because one, E. coli. Yeah, I mean, you know, even though the farmers clean this before they pack it and ship it, you still, you know, there's big problems, you know, E. coli outbreaks. I mean, you know, you've heard that before. But then also to putting some water on them will help adhere the seasonings. And we're just going to dash a little bit of pepper and salt. And then I'm going to use red wine vinegar. Some uses balsamic. You could use balsamic. That would be great. But for this one, I'm only going to do red wine vinegar because that's what I have in the house. Also, it's a good taste. It gives it a really good taste. I've tried it on some baked Brussels sprouts before, and it's done good, really good. So it'll give you a good flavor to it as well. And then you want to do that on both sides, and then we'll throw it on a grill. Some cut it in half. I'm not going to cut them in half because I'm me, and I like to do as less work as possible. So there. Now some of you might have brought out that, oh yeah, you shouldn't have probably put the vinegar on first because, you know, that'll wash away the salt and pepper. Yeah, I thought about that when I was putting on the vinegar. So after I'm tossing them here, and then a little toss, this is a second coating of red wine vinegar, and then salt and pepper. Alright, I've got the charcoal side of the double play all set up for our Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to put them on direct heat because we don't really mind if they get charred a little bit. They'll cook pretty quickly, so maybe about an hour or so. Do a little bit on there, and then we'll put all of that on the grill. And then you could cover the grills, get a little coating of olive oil on there. That'll keep them from sticking on there on your grill plates. So keep that in mind as well. Oh, we're looking good on our Brussels sprouts. And now we're going to rotate them. Take this row, take it off the direct heat, put that toward the indirect heat, and really we're just going to take everything and shift it over and work on that every few minutes or so until they're all nice and cooked and done. All right, our Brussels sprouts are definitely done. Confession time. This is my first time doing these on the grill. I've had roasted Brussels sprouts before, but of course they were done in the oven, so more of a baked Brussels sprouts, or I've had them at a restaurant elsewhere. And I tried one, and it's pretty good. Probably will cut them open next time to get the flavors to go through a little bit further. I'm also going to douse them a little bit more with some more salt and pepper and vinegar once I get them in the house. But yeah, they're looking good so far. Now let's take a look at our loin. And yeah, we are looking good there. So we're gonna see, I did check a little earlier. The doneness is inside. The way it pulls, it's just really good. It's good. It's got a good tight pull to it, but not too tight. So it is definitely ready to come off the grill. We're gonna let this rest a little bit, and then we're gonna do a taste test. All right, moment of truth. Here is the pulled pork loin. I pulled some strings off for you. And our charred Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts. Yeah, it is a bit charred. I do like them a little bit charred like that. I'll probably do indirect heat next time, and that won't give it as much char. But with the pulled pork, it came out perfect. We have a great bark on there, and let's see if I can get a piece here that shows you a little bit of the, yeah, there's our smoke ring a little bit with our char getting through onto that slice. Nice good white pork. So it is cooked all the way through and looking good. So let's do that taste test, shall we? It's very good. Now, when you pull it, you may want to add a little bit more of your rub into the mix and just mix it in with the pulled, because a lot of times you get your flavor on the crust end and the juice on the middle end, but the middle end usually doesn't have a lot of that flavor because it stays on the outside of the meat. So you just do that, and that'll help work in a little bit of that flavor getting through there. And of course, always try to get a mixture of inner and outer meat when you're serving your pulled pork. You can always use it on use your own sauces, or put a sandwich, you know, eat it like itself. Here's our Brussels sprout, cooked all the way through. Yeah, and a little burnt on the outside, but it is still, it cuts really well, really easy, and flavorful. And as I said before, I did put some more vinegar on it, or the red wine vinegar on it, and salt and pepper when I took it inside from the pool. And so that did come out with a little extra flavor with that. Well, thank you very much for visiting me on the grill. Hope you had a good time, and come back and see me next time.